So we're going to put a little smoke in there because that's going to help calm them down a little bit. Put it right through the front door. And I'll take this lid off. Now I have a water feeder in here. Don't want that guy in there. It's an extra can, so I'm probably going to be taking that out today. I'm just going to use this little hive tool. And right off the bat, you can see that bees are all in there. Lift this up just a little bit. So you can get a good idea. So, bring this a little closer, see if I can get it down there. Alright, so what we're going to do is I'm going to take this whole thing off. Get a little smoke down in there just a little bit. Just keeps them a little bit more calm. Take this top box off, it's just an empty box. I'm going to set it over here to the side. Doesn't matter that the bees are in there. This is a watering can. And they're still eating on that. It's got sugar water in it. So you can kind of see all the bees in here. So what I'm doing is I'm pulling out frames and I'm looking to see, are they billing out those frames? And I started this hive over here on the end. So I'll show you here as I go along. So I'm actually going to start furthest away from where I started it. I actually put the queen in the between the second and third frames. So all I'm doing is pulling these out and just seeing how far have they started building out comb. I start them off with these kind of wax foundations. You can see these are just, it's actually rolled beeswax, but it gives them kind of a starting point. They can start from scratch, but it's takes them a little bit longer. What I want them to do is I want them to build out frames pretty fast. You can see they haven't done anything on this. There's a couple of bees hanging around out there, but for the most part, they're not doing anything in that frame. So that's basically number 10, 9, 8, 7. Now I'm moving a little bit closer to where the queen ought to be. And I'm looking for her the whole time because I want to see. So I don't know if you can tell or not, but you can kind of see this is a frame that they're actually starting to draw out comb. It's called drawing out comb. They're building honeycomb on the frame. See, there's some on this side, but not on the other side because they're not that far yet. Now we're starting to get into some frames. And so what I'm looking for is, have they drawn out some frames to where she can start laying eggs, the queen can start laying eggs, and they can start getting some honey stored up because that's what they're going to basically eat on. So they've got this summer into fall to get the things ready. Now I actually put this frame, was already a drawn out comb. I put it in there for them. It was an old one that I had. So this is what it would look like. And you can see they're starting to fill it out with honey and pollen mainly. And there was some honey in this frame. I'm looking for the queen too because she could be this far over, but I doubt it. Because if she was, I would see capped cells where she's laid eggs and they've capped it off. So this next frame, I can already see they're starting to draw it out too. And I probably should have put the drawn out comb a little closer, but I just wasn't sure if they would have it be ready for it. So that's why I put it over in the middle. So let me pull this one out. Now this, you can see up here in the corner, up here in this corner, they're drawing out frames. They're drawing out comb, what that's called. So again, I'm looking for her. There's nothing capped in here. The little dark brown spots, you can see them in there. That's actually pollen that they're storing because they're going to need that. But again, nothing capped in here. The queen's probably not in this frame either. But again, all I need is, I just want proof that they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, which they are right now. They're drawing out comb, they're storing up pollen. If they weren't, then I need to figure out why and try to help fix it for them. Maybe they're not getting enough sugar water or something like that. So now we're getting in closer where the queen is. So if you see, now you're seeing frames that are capped, and those capped cells, see the ones that are solid right here, those are capped cells. So that is where she's laid eggs. So she legit could be on this frame, and I'm looking for her. Oh, here she is right here actually. She's a big, you see her right here, she's right up here. You can see her walking. She has a blue dot on her right there next to my finger. There's a blue dot on her, and she's much bigger than the rest of them. So now she's gone over to the other side. See her right there. Where'd she go? Right there on the top. You can see her. See the blue dot on her? Okay, that's the queen. So she's in here, she's laying eggs like she's supposed to. They're capping it off. That's good. Those are gonna hatch, you know, in a week or so and be more bees. So I've kind of located her. I'm good with where she is. I'm gonna give them just a little more smoke. They're starting to get a little ticked off at me. You can kind of hear the buzzing a little bit. They can't really sting me because I'm covered. So now I just want to see, actually, one of these frames is kind of messed up. It was because the foundation moved when I started them. I don't have to worry about her because she's on that other frame now. But now you can see almost this whole frame is capped cells. So underneath all those cells are eggs that she's laid. And it's on both sides. So she's gone in and she's doing what she's supposed to do. She's laying eggs. So this hive has got plenty of space still. I'm looking to see, does it have space? Is she laying eggs? Oh, does she have space to lay eggs? Which she does, obviously, because there's plenty of comb they still have to draw out. See, again, here we go. Now they're getting mad at me again. This one has complete cap cells on both sides, and so does the next frame has cap cells. So I don't even have to pull it out. I've seen what I need to see. So all I gotta do is just put everything back in. They're doing exactly what they are supposed to do. The hive looks good. It all looks healthy. But that's what I'm looking for. I found the queen. I know where she is. She's still in there. She's not been killed or left. Or the other thing I might be looking for, if it was later, is cells where they're laying to create a new queen. They do that if the old queen isn't laying eggs, or if they feel like they're too crowded. And neither one of those are the case. She's a pretty new queen, so just trying to slide these frames in nice and easy. So I'm going to put everything back. It's important to get it in the same order because the frames are kind of built into each other. So that's what I'm going to do. Get them all back in. These are easier because they haven't moved out that far, though they're getting there. Yeah, I know. I got one buzz in my face because he's mad at me, so. Put all the frames back in the order they came in. Put the top on it. And this one is good to go. So, this is a can that has sugar water in it, and it still has sugar water in it. What I'm going to do is stick it in here so they can get to it, get to the sugar water, because that's something that they use for energy while they're building out everything. Put all this stuff back together.